everyone, Logan from Curated Avalon, and today I'm going to be talking about the ink misers. This is when you want to use every last drop in your ink bottles. So I use these for my Noodlers ink bottles, more specifically the internal one. Let's see, I think it's actually the red one. So this one actually goes inside of a Noodlers ink bottle, and you can screw the cap on and just leave it in there, and you can tilt the bottle and the ink will go in the hole, and then you've got it captured here, and you can just capture that bit of ink. It might be at the very bottom of the bottle. This brings it to the top so you can fill your pens more easily. So I use this quite often. The only thing I do not recommend you use this if you're going to be traveling with your bottle. I haven't had an issue with the bottle sealing as long as the bottles stay upright. Even tilted on its side, it seems to be okay, but if it's moving around, this is what you end up with. So I did an experiment. There's a bottle of ink in here. I had the same bottle of ink in my purse for weeks on end. Sometimes it would tip over, sometimes it stayed upright without the ink miser in it, and it never spilled a drop. It was always fine. Put the ink miser inside of it, and I got this mess. I double bagged it. I didn't leave it just open. Actually, I did for a little bit and then double bagged it because I saw where some of the ink was coming out. So that's going to be fun to get into. It's looking a little rough in there. I'll get to that in a second. The blue box ink miser is more universal. You just fill from the bottle as opposed to sticking it in the bottle. It's just like a little cup. Comes with a pipette, and you can suck the ink from the bottom, squirt it in there, and then use it in your pen. Sometimes a syringe will not get to the end of an ink bottle, so pipettes like this or being able to pour it into something is very helpful. Those are two products that I use and like a lot, especially when you use a lot of ink like I tend to do. So getting into this, see just how much of a mess this is going to be. Typically, I'd recommend doing something like this over a sink. So this was a bottle of dark matter. It had a really cool label on it at one point. It's all but gone at this point. All right, so here is the ink miser. It's in there. Just have a lot of ink on the outside of the bottle. Not something you want. But to demonstrate it, I think there's enough ink left in here. Let's see. All right, so now there's actually ink in it, so I'd be able to fill my pen from just sitting it in there. And you, like I said, leave it and screw the cap on. I've had no issues if this stays in my desk. In your purse, not such a fantastic idea. So anyway, the ink misers, two products that I use for my fountain pens. Thank you so much for watching, and keep those fingers inky.